Hi everyone, so the beast has arrived, the Acer 219 ultra wide 34-inch monitor with FreeSync. Um, just for those of you who get it, it should come with those Acer sealed stickers here. They are cut because I cut them just before I remembered I wanted to shoot this. But you should get those stickers to be sure your monitor is brand new. So look at these beasts specs. That's 34 inches or 87 centimeters diagonal, a curved 21.9 screen, and a 3440 by 1440 resolution, as well as an IPS display, sRGB sync, DTS sound, yeah, sort of, okay, and adaptive sync support with HDMI 2. So let me just open this and show you what it looks like inside. So here it is, well protected within the box. I checked, of course, to be sure that there were a few little bumps and holes in the box, but nothing that ever came close to touching the monitor. You can see the gorgeous, sexy curve here through the protective cover. So I'll keep unpacking this. This will replace two monitors. One is a 30-inch monitor and the other one's a 27-inch monitor. And I want to plug this to a PC, but also on a MacBook, which is a MacBook Air 2013, which I've seen conflicting information as to if it should work or not with that monitor. I bloody well hope it does. Because final information I received is from some guy on Reddit, said that he had one. He plugged his wife's MacBook Air, which was a bit more recent, but was also an HD 5000 Intel graphics processor, and it worked. So let's see what happens here. So I'll set this up and then show you the thing in all its glory. And so here's everything the monitor comes with: the instruction manual, of course, the power cable, HDMI cable, and DisplayPort cable. Be mindful, don't be like me. I thought everything would be okay, but of course the Mac is a mini display port and this is a display port, so I need to run out and buy an adapter and the transformer here. And what's in this box, I did not fully open it, but from what I understand is the adapter to put this thing, to mount this thing on an external arm for a VESA 100 mount. So here it is right out of the box. I actually have to stand quite a way back for you to see the setup, because I want you to see the keyboard and MacBook so you have a sense of the size of this thing. I didn't take any of the protective stuff out. I want to, of course, test it before I do, in case I have to ship it back. You kind of see the curve. It's just so elegant and nice. The adjustments are impressive, and actually I'm quite happy I didn't order a stand right away, because I don't think I'll need one, since for one, there's only one monitor on the desk. From now on, it replaces two screens, and also it goes down very low, like it almost touches the desk when I put it to its lowest setting, and now it's at the highest setting, and you can incline it a lot. All the way up. When it's all the way up, it's a very high incline, and you can actually easily see and work in the ports that are down below. And it can also have a slight negative incline. So here I go, just to show you this. I'll just put it down. And there you see, this is how low it goes. So that's, of course, that's way too low for me, but for some people, if the desk is higher, then that would be nice to have as a feature. And as soon as I get closer, all you see is black, because the thing is so huge. And this is the most negative incline you can get, and I'll show you how, when you put it back up. Hang on, please bear with me. I didn't bring it up, but I twisted it up, and then you can bring it up. Sorry, I apologize for the weird video here, but it's just to show you, and then you have pretty easy access to the ports under here. Anyway, I don't think you'll see them, but it's good for me just to show you what it looks like. This is like fully up, and incline all the way back as much as I could. That's it. Anyway, the thing is that's very wide adjustment range, and you know, I don't see why anyone would need a stand except for special circumstances. The feet are very big, so they do take a lot of place on the desk. So maybe that's one reason why you would need that, is because the feet are too big for your desk. But then again, this desk is extremely small. It's not really a desk. So yeah, maybe it looks worse than it is. So let's get this this thing plugged. Okay guys, this is awesome. There's just like no way to describe this, and no amount of YouTubing will ever prepare you for this, but it's awesome. I'm using this with the Track IR for flight simming, and the sense of immersion you get is really incredible. That those extra, it's weird because when I was actually looking on the forums, the web, and trying to visualize this, you know, what the feeling would be like, you know, and you look at the extra space on each side, so yeah, it's not that much extra space, and you know, the curve and stuff like that, it's impossible. You need to see one, and it's like you won't see this in a store. I mean, I called many stores around here, and it's not a small town in Montreal. It's, you know, like a few million people, and no one is actually keeping this in store because it's so expensive. So if you're doing flight simming, by all means, go ahead and jump into this if you can afford it. The frame hit rate was about 10, so I went like from about 36 to 25, something like that. This is a GTX 700 card, and of course I'll change this to an AMD Radeon Fury X card, but I just wanted to see how it was doing with this card first. But yeah, it seems like I'll need to change it. Okay, so let me go back to piloting a little bit. I'll try to show you like what a final approach looks like, but once again, there's just no way to describe this experience, as you're probably looking at this on a regular screen, and you just can't wrap your head around the experience. But I'll confirm, this is really awesome. The feeling, the immersion is truly remarkable, and it does make a huge difference. And I say, never mind 4K, just give me wider. This is incredible. Not only do you get fewer pixels, so it's you know, much easier on the graphics card, but you know, you get this wide angle of view. Okay, so let me get a hold of this plane before something bad happens, and I'll show you more stuff. Hey guys, again, I just had to pause the simulator here as I'm doing a final approach dive. You wouldn't do this in real life, but just to show you the magnificent view. Look at that. The airport is like on the far left, and you can see the plane there. It's like you really feel like you're in there. And you know, once again, I haven't taken off like the trim on the right from the screen because I need to test this with the MacBook just to be sure it really works. And if it doesn't work, I'll be kind of in a weird spot, because you know, I think I'm gonna have to change MacBook. There's just no way I'm letting go of that screen. But I'll let you know if it works. But once again, there's no amount of YouTubing that can prepare you for this. Let me just align this and just show you the view as you're getting ready for touchdown, what it looks like, okay? Guys, here we go. Once again, I paused just so you don't have the noise and all that. But I think this shows, it's like this aircraft is sitting on the runway, and look how wide of a view you have, like the whole runway. And I didn't mention that before, but I did do a landing, and the peripheral vision adds a lot to your sense of speed and altitude, so it helps immensely and shooting these approaches. I'll be also trying a FPS in a minute. I just wanted to show you this. Now I'll get this thing in the air and just turn back around just for landing so we see the view. And I chose a big international airport, that's Vancouver, just so that, you know, we get to see like two runways at a super wide airport, just to see the sense of immersion this brings. I will mention, yeah, the buttons, I've seen a lot of these reviews are weird. At first, you know, they're down there here. You know, I thought, nah, it's not that bad. I don't know why people are complaining. You know, you have to just be deliberate and careful. Oh, there you go. You shouldn't be crossing that runway. But yeah, it's a bit you get a bit confused with the buttons, but I guess if you just take your time, it's just gonna work out all right. Okay, let's get this thing in the air now. And I apologize. I'll put this camera, a nice camera, on a tripod eventually, just try to give you a feeling. But so this is just like, you know, live impressions from unboxing this monitor. But it's awesome. I love it. Oh my God! Just look at this. I have the track IR on. I just turned my head a little bit, you know, and you can see, like, immediately see 180 degrees with barely turning your head. And if you just look straight in one direction, look, you see the runway there, and you see all those planes on at the gates on the right. And that's what I said, the feeling of the sense of depth and speed and altitude is simply awesome because you get so much more information. Okay, let's continue that takeoff roll here. Hi guys, look, this is the scenery view I have on approach. This is what you normally see on your monitor, about, sort of. And you know, this is what you see on a wider monitor. So look at that, the airport is fully in view as well as all the environment. And let me just put this at night. It's going to be pretty awesome with all the lights. Oh my God, look at that. Awesome. There's this funny thing, I never mentioned it, but every time I want to actually film, I have to kind of get all the way back, like push the chair back so this will fit in the camera view. And it's an iPhone, and of course the angle of view is pretty wide to begin with, but this thing is so huge that you just need to pull back. I'm maybe what, like 4 feet away from the monitor to to be able to actually film it. Just look at this. Imagine you can see all that all at once on your monitor. And again, I still have this tinfoil on the right because I really need to test it with the Mac to see if it works or not. This is awesome. I thought it would be interesting to see. This is like a regular 1610 setup. At least that's what I had on my screen. For GTA 5, and you can see the extra yellow is my background, my desktop, so it shows you how much wider it gets with the extra real estate. And as I said, it looks like nothing, but it makes such a big difference. Okay, let's get this super wide now. Okay guys, I won't show this here, but I just played GTA 5, and again, completely awesome, total immersion, and I'm so happy. But look at this. I finally have proof that the MacBook Air, where is it? I put the, hang on, let me just show you the model here. It's a MacBook Air 13-inch mid 2013. Let me show it to you here. There it is. MacBook Air mid 2013. Works on this awesome monitor with its own little monitor here. And look at what we have. 3440 by 1440 at 60 hertz. And I had called the guys at Acer, and even they told me it would not work on this Mac. So there it is, full resolution, 60 hertz. I'm so happy. I'd like to thank the guys at Reddit that helped me out. They got me to, they tested that on their own monitor, and they reassured me that yes, it was working with their wives' MacBook Air on their monitors, and that's why I took the plunge. So there it is, my unboxing review of this awesome monitor. If you're still on the fence about this for gaming, go ahead and do it. Oh yeah, and I thought just before I left, I'll just open an Excel sheet here just for the kicks and stretch it out. And there you go, the biggest Excel spreadsheet I've ever seen in my life, going from A to Z to all the way to that. Is there one more? AX, there's one more AY on standard zoom. This is awesome.